So I think from that point of view, we have basically been recognized globally as a very important part of global health. Now comes the question of what do we need to do to basically up the ante, so to speak. Now, one of the things I find is that we have done a great job of investing in small molecule generic medicines in a big way, and that's why we have the global scale. Of course, you're right that in the key starting materials and many APIs, where we basically surrendered the space to some of the cheaper manufacturing hubs in the world like China, need to be brought back to India. We were a very cheap hub for a long time for even the APIs that we surrendered. But I think we basically shot ourselves in the foot when we started really bringing in price controls in such a big way that it didn't make sense to make it anymore, and it was cheaper to import it. So I think that's one lesson learned, where we need to balance um, price control with reference to global prices. We cannot start controlling prices with only India in mind. That's one of the things that I want the government to think about, because we are a part of the global supply chain. And if we start forcing down prices in a way that only contextualizes India, we run the risk of basically again surrendering the space to cheaper parts of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think we need to look at it in the context of um, the the continuum of value addition. So what I'm saying is that APIs are what make drug products.
Right.
And if you look at drug products, the drug product manufacturer is going to procure APIs from wherever they can get it cheaply. And if you force the drug product pricing with India in mind, then you might force those people to look elsewhere. Whereas if you basically allow if you start looking at products and realize, I mean, for instance, right now the NELM list that they came out with, was there an opportunity for us to look at those essential medicines and see how many of those essential medicines relied on imported APIs? You know, and if that was the case, could we have removed those from NLEM? So I'm just saying that when you do these kind of exercises, are we doing a holistic exercise to make sure that we're not shooting ourselves in the foot? Is the kind of question I want to ask. So I just think that whenever these kind of um, pricing decisions are going to be taken, I think we do need industry bodies to be an active and integral part of those discussions, which I don't think happens. You know, it's too much in the hands of the government and bureaucrats who have limited knowledge of real of global dynamics, is what I feel. And I think what is happening today in our country is that our policies are very, very inward looking. We only look at our own needs and our own contexts, and we miss out a lot of global opportunities. So I think that is one comment I wanted to make.